I didn't make history tonight. You did.
You are so yesterday. Justin Trudeau has completely replaced you.
Justin Trudeau is facing a mutiny. His ship is sinking, rival sailors are closing in, but the captain appears clueless, which is why the crew is taking matters into their own hands. They want a new captain, or in this case, a new prime minister. As you know, Trudeau leads the Liberal Party in Canada. On Wednesday, their lawmakers met in Ottawa. No cameras, though. This was a closed-door meeting. Around 20 MPs voiced their opposition to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. They asked him to resign before the next election. 24 of them also signed a letter, or rather an ultimatum. Resign by October 28th or face a revolt. Now, to put that in context, the Liberal Party has 153 MPs in Parliament. 24 of them are rebelling. Trudeau himself addressed his lawmakers at this meeting. He said that he would reflect on what was said. But he did not say that he would resign. Now, this mutiny raises two questions. One, why now? And two, what happens next? Now, the first answer is simple. Because Trudeau has run Canada into the ground. Cost of living is high, the immigration system is broken, and jobs are running out. Canada's unemployment was 6.6% in August. That's a 7-year high if you exclude the pandemic years. So naturally, the people want him out. Just look at the opinion polls. Trudeau's party is at 23%. That's the kind of support they have, 23%. And look at the opposition. The Conservative Party, led by Pierre Poilievre, they are polling at 42.5%. That's nearly a 20-point lead. If elections are held today in Canada, Justin Trudeau would lose, quite badly at that. And it's not like he can blame someone else for this, because Trudeau has been Prime Minister since 2015. That's 9 years of leadership. So in simple words, he is a liability. He's too toxic to lead an election campaign. Even his allies know that. After 2021, Trudeau's government was propped up by Jagmeet Singh, the Khalistani leader of the NDP, the New Democratic Party, NDP. But last month, Jagmeet dumped Trudeau. He said he would fight the election alone. Do you know why? Because Trudeau is a liability. And now even his own party leaders realize that. In yesterday's meeting, one of them used the example of the United States. The Democrats swapped out Joe Biden for Kamala Harris, and that swap did give them a boost. So the rebels say, let's do the same in Canada. Swap out Trudeau to infuse some energy. Which brings us to the second question. What happens next? Well, the decision is entirely up to Trudeau. The Liberal Party does not have a provision to remove its leader, not unless they lose a general election. If they lose, there is a confidence vote, and after that vote, a new leadership contest. So legally, the ball is very much in Trudeau's court. His ministers are backing him, so are a majority of his lawmakers, not because he's doing well, but because there's no other option. A leadership race could take months to complete, by which time the Conservatives will be too far ahead. So chances are Trudeau will ride it out. The elections are due in October next year, but they could happen earlier if Trudeau loses a trust vote. Either way, one thing is clear. The Prime Minister's political star is dying, if it is not dead already. Justin Trudeau inherited a broken Liberal Party in the last decade. In the 2011 election, they came in third. This party, they came third. They got just 34 seats out of 308. After that, after this drubbing, the leadership came to Trudeau. And he can thank his father for that. Trudeau's father was Pierre Trudeau. He was one of Canada's longest-serving prime ministers. So Justin Trudeau is basically political royalty. He rebuilt the party in his own image. Very cosmopolitan, very progressive, and very activist. In the 2015 election, the plan worked. The Liberals stormed back to power with 184 seats. One of their best ever performances. This was in 2015. Trudeau's first few weeks in power gave the world a glimpse into his politics. For example, his cabinet, 15 women and 15 men, most of them under the age of 50. He cut taxes for the middle class. He raised taxes for the richest Canadians. He also talked about building bridges with Indigenous Canadians, about protecting forests and green energy. He was basically an activist darling. And maybe the intentions were good, but activism does not pay grocery bills. And then came the pandemic, a huge jolt to Trudeau's government. He locked down businesses and cities. He made vaccines mandatory for government employees. Again, intentions were good, but the implementation was problematic. When Canadians protested the vaccine mandates, he cracked down, and this has been a feature of Trudeau's leadership, a sort of savior complex. The idea that he alone has the answers. Now, we saw that even in foreign policy, like the comments that he made on India's farmers' protest or the ongoing Khalistan issue. Canadians tolerated that attitude as long as the economy was good, but that's not the case anymore. Trudeau also faces more charismatic challengers like Pierre Poilievre, more confrontational, more populist, and more willing to tap into controversial issues like culture wars or climate change. For the Liberal Party, this is a significant crisis because Justin Trudeau was the party. If he's popular, they win. If he's not, they lose. And that is the problem of building a movement around one person. I guess Trudeau's career is a lesson for all politicians. Symbolism gets you elected. Policies keep you there.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.